G'day guys and welcome to Gatekeeper's coverage of the 2023 New South Wales Open presented by MVP Disc Sports. We're at the Armoury Disc Golf Course in Sydney, Australia. This footage is brought to you by RAD, Gatekeeper Media and Parked Media. This commentary is brought to you by the Flying Disc Store. I'm Paddy Robinson and in the booth I've got Fergie Ferguson and Timmy Bowen. Together we are the Tee Off Podcast. Fellas, I'm pretty keen to get into this one.
Yes, absolutely. Round one feature card from Canberra. We've got Austin D'Alessandro, Chris Hill from Newcastle, Oliver Mundy-Castle from down in Tasmania, and Duane Fisher from across the ditch in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Hang on, he's not an Aussie. What's he doing here? What? As we look at the full leaderboard, we've got Jade Brady also from Canberra. He's one to watch. Reece Wisniewski, the local, and Adam Rigby from Jindabyne. Hole 1 is a par 4, 213 metre. It sees a big uphill shot off the tee. Want to throw a backhand that fades left of this Mando and gives you access to the green. We're at the Armoury course in Sydney, which has OB everywhere.
Yeah, flags are out, boys.
If you don't like penalties, look away now because there's going to be a couple.
Here at New South Wales Disc Golf Open. So, first up, from Canberra, we have Austin D'Alessandro.
Aussie D, as we know and love him, in the patented orange shorts.
I'm calling them apricot.
I need to put some...
Fellas, do you reckon he's bought them or do you reckon his SO has?
It's a good question.
I don't know.
Nice angle out of his hand. He's gone a long ways up the hill. Should have a nice angle around the Mando to start his round with a birdie.
Class, better known as Chile, we have Chris Hill.
Chili.
One bogey for the announcer to start the round. Now, Chile, big ultimate player, loves putting all of his energy into his shots.
Oh, there was the groan.
Oh, I like this. Come out of it. It's going to be very close to the OB.
Oh,
be safe.
stay in.
Very
All
nice.
good.
In Tasmania and sponsored by RPM, we have Oliver Mundy-Castle.
Oh, I'm definitely keen to see Ollie rip a few out there today.
One of the nicest guys getting around too, Ollie.
Very, very smooth, Ollie. And good to see him stepping up to MPO in the last couple of years. He's really progressing his disc golf game. He puts a nice move on that disc.
Our last player to tee off on day one is Duane Fisher from New Zealand.
Duane, I'm calling him Duane. That's the Aussie way.
Yep.
Coming to the mainland. Oh, he's got some snap.
Coming out, probably a bit short.
Yeah. It's quite an uphill tee shot, this first hole of the Armoury course. He's first to act. A forehand around the Mando is the play.
Smooth looking form there. This
Very
could
smooth.
be a bit short.
Did I mention there's OB? Because there's OB everywhere. It's impinging on circle 1 on a lot of holes on this course. So the boys going to be very nervy on these upshots. As we see Ollie going for the backhand turnover.
Ooh, I
Needs
like
to keep
this.
turning.
Plenty of height, plenty of angle. It does look like it's fading out. But I think he's checked up with no penalty. So no problems there. Should have a relatively straightforward up and down for the par.
Austin here lining up the forehand.
This is his DD3, which he relies on heavily for the forehand.
Oh, this thing's got a move on it.
It's woofed down there.
What a shot.
Lovely.
That, mate, that's the way you start your round.
I didn't know Austin had a forehand 6 months ago, and all of a sudden he's got forehand power in abundance.
I don't think he knew he had a forehand 6 months ago.
Oh, speaking of,
forehands.
Get your comments in now. We get him every time we see Chile on coverage. He has a very unorthodox style.
yes, he did play ultimate frisbee.
It's off his opposite
Yes.
foot if you're wondering how he does it. He loves a good stomp and a good flick.
Mate, that's how I did my back. I was trying to throw like Chili.
Ollie with actually a bit more meat on this one than I thought. But he's
Ooh.
put a good move on that upshot, and he'll have a circle 1 look for the par as we see Duane.
Yeah, pitching one in here, forehand styles, and that needs to sit down.
Oh, that's gone down the hill.
Very smooth flick, but that has gotten away from him. He's going to have a very tough putt.
Oh, so glidey.
Cheeky bit? Oh, no. Lay up.
Chile just passing the disc to his mate there, under the basket.
Ooh.
Oh, very good bid from down in the ditch. Here's Ollie to save that par. Little bit of breeze for this round, but not really affecting the flight of the disc too much. Really ideal conditions for round 1.
Jeez, I thought that was in. He looked like he had a good move on that.
Yeah, he was lucky there that one didn't get up and roll down the hill.
Get in now to save the bogey.
Oh, no.
maybe a bit of some nerves here on the first. It's his first time on Gatekeeper Media being filmed.
Oh, left side. And travelling as well. Tassie, very, very cold climate as opposed to Sydney, which is pretty ideal as far as Australian conditions go. Chile in for the bogey. He did go OB on that second shot. And here's Ollie to clean up a triple bogey. Not ideal to start the round, but plenty of disc golf yet to come.
As we move on to hole 2, it's a par 3, 94 metres, playing slightly uphill. You got to keep this thing straight. It really funnels down. You got OB left and right. It opens up around the basket, but you just want to keep this one nice and low.
Nice, nose down and overstable. Just ride the ground to the basket. I like the tactic of doing that, just to keep the OB out of play. As I said, OB left and right, just outside the tree line.
Is this a mid from Austin?
It most certainly will be a mid.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, money.
Fantastic. Loves his Discmania disc, Austin. That may have been a mid or maybe even a tactic, I think.
Yeah. Conditions look idyllic, don't they?
Chile looks to be throwing his Caster Plus stall.
There we go.
Wants to get that over a bit because it's going to hyzer out left.
Needs to check up. That's very close to the OB, but I think he is safe.
Now, we're not really sure what Duane bags, to be honest, because we've never seen him before. So, see what he does here. This looks like maybe a fairway driver.
I'm loving his form so far, Paddy.
Very smooth.
Oh, that is absolutely parked. Here we go. Let's see if Ollie can settle those nerves and clean up that triple he started his round with.
Well, this is a bit high.
Yeah, little high. Crashing down.
Safe, though.
Middle of fairway. Hopefully he puts his upshot close and he doesn't have to worry about the putt.
Oh, this looks pretty good. Maybe leaking left a bit. Yeah,
That's the last thing he wanted, was
right.
a little bit of a tester. He's going to have the downhill behind his putt, which is never good.
Great putt from Chile.
From Chile.
Fantastic putt. He does naturally putt with a little bit of Annie. Sort of like old school Paul Ulibarri.
Yeah.
So that putt certainly suited his style. Here's Ollie. Come on, mate.
Big
Dead
tester.
centre.
Come on.
Just not really giving that one the full commitment that it did need. Here's Austin. There we go.
Back to back. Lovely.
Great way to start.
Feeling good after that win in the WA Open over in Perth. He's carrying over that good form, opening the account with 2 birdies. There we go. Fantastic comeback.
Right.
He's like, settle down, everyone.
That's all right.
The nerves are done.
It out, mate.
Yep. He's found the zone now. He's going to smash it from now.
Duane tapping in the birdie after that fantastic drive.
Yeah. Very smooth.
Move on to hole 3. Paddy, what are we looking at here?
All right, 82-metre par 3. We've got OB on the right-hand side. I think the play here is a bit of a spike hyzer into the green, but elevated basket on an elevated bit of ground. It's, yeah.
And the rollaways are going straight at OB, so I think it's a spike hyzer and then hold your breath and pray for a safe landing, as Austin is currently doing now. Hopefully it gets down so he can breathe. Looks like it's checked up.
Definitely looks safe. Chile, I think this is maybe a fairway driver or a mid.
Yeah, he likes to go stable,
lower line.
Chile. So imagine he's throwing maybe his stall again, something overstable, riding the ground there.
Seemed to scoot up a little bit, but he's probably left himself a bit short.
I don't mind the low play. You're going to get less rollaways if you keep it nice and flat. Let's see what Duane likes to do. He's taking the hyzer line.
Looks very smooth.
I like it.
Very smooth.
I'm getting Yussi Maresma vibes.
Yeah, really.
Even his face.
Yeah.
Slightly different accents, I can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now here's Ollie. He's got to look for the birdie. Let's go, Ollie. Hopefully he can get his round started.
Chile is a bit shorter than I thought.
Yeah. I think these running it from this distance is very risky. If you hit any metal, you're holding your breath again. Hopefully it doesn't roll away.
Austin here.
Austin.
Looking at the bird.
Way under the tray right now.
400 metres from the basket.
Yes.
Beautiful putt.
There's a turkey.
This just golf game's easy, isn't it, Austin?
Yeah.
Killing it.
Great way to start. Ollie here, also for the bird.
Tim.
Hey,
there we go. What do we say?
Oh,
yes.
beautiful.
Jog it in.
That was right on the edge and decided to drop in.
Before that awesome putt of Ollie, I was going to ask you, Tim, have you ever started a tournament with 3 birdies?
Oh, mate, all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, every
Okay.
time.
Really? You'll have to show me the evidence of that.
As Duane cleans up the par. Alrighty, hole 4, par 3, 111 metres. The main challenge here is the low canopy of trees. You need to throw something that's going to carry the distance but not go too high because you're going to get slapped down by the foliage. Austin with a perfect start to his round. Put a good move on this. Looks like it's turning over a little bit too much.
I reckon he might be a little bit out of position there, but we never know from Austin.
That's it. He's got a nice spin putt. He might be able to run that. I might have checked up just outside circle 2.
Ollie after a beautiful birdie on hole 3. He's probably put this one a little bit left.
That should be an easy up and down, but he'd be wanting a birdie.
Yeah, relatively safe hole, this one. There is that Mando right in your face, but it really doesn't come into play. Chili, very high, but looks like he's found the gap between the 2 trees and checking up just outside circle.
He did.
Not a bad drive. I don't think he meant it to be that nose up, but nevertheless, he got through. This is more what you want. Buttery
Look at this.
smooth.
On a rope.
And look at that.
Oh.
Checking up inside the bullseye. Great work from Duane.
Yeah, that deserves a little fist bump.
Who let the Kiwis come in? Surely we can keep those guys out if they're going to play this well.
Ollie just leaving that one a little bit short.
I'm definitely getting some nervous vibes from Ollie. Hopefully he can steady the ship. Austin actually had a pretty wide open look for the birdie.
Yeah, he looked. He was much more closer and open than I thought.
Ollie wanting this one for par, just off the tray.
Thought that was pretty good out of his hand. Looks like that leaf took a little bit of speed off his disc. Here's Chili for the bird.
Oh,
There's that Anheuser putt I mentioned. You don't get 2 shots at it, Chili.
And Yussi Marisma just tapped. Oh, no, sorry. Duane Fisher tapping in for the bird.
great birdie.
Moves him to 1 under par as we see Ollie clean up the bogey. Austin in for the par and Chili also in for the par as we move on to hole 5. Fergie, what are we looking at here?
Hole 5, we've got a par 3. It's 54 metres. It's short, and it's tight. Just keep it low. You've got some nasty little trees you can get early, but...
So it's nicknamed Jade's Pants.
54 metres. But as you can see, very low canopy here. You basically just need to throw your overstable putter into the ground and hopefully it rides up into the circle. Or you can just
Goodness me. No Mando.
take on all of the OB for no particular reason, and he's just snuck that one back in bounds.
Okay.
There's a couple of ways to skin a cat.
I definitely hate that line from Austin. I like this attempt from Chili. Not quite getting the fade. What's Ollie looking at here?
Oh,
Forehand? Okay. All right.
Here's someone that's dear to my heart. Seeking
I was
out
gonna
the,
say,
the
Tim,
forehand line.
You'll be frothing about this. Get in.
Didn't play this comp, but if that's a line, I probably would have taken it. And unfortunately, it looks like he has checked up OB, so he won't progress very far.
Because I won't do that again.
Yeah. Has got a look given the short distance for this par 3, but yeah, perhaps playing the safer backhand low shot would be the advice for round 2, Ollie. Chili giving a little floaty bid
tickle.
from range.
Not bad with it. Maybe a touch more wind now.
Yeah, it's picking up a little bit, but I'll give you some spoilers.
Austin,
Great
there you
birdie
go.
putt from Austin.
Jeez,
Look at that.
certainly started hot.
Yeah.
4 down through 5 holes. Fantastic. So we see Ollie's tap in for the bogey.
Mate, we're still not at Danes. How good is that?
The boys can't complain about this wind too because the forecast is gusty for round 2. Incoming tornado. I don't mean that literally, but it's very windy. Hole 6, Paddy, what have we got here?
All right, 90-metre par 3. You've got OB fence on the right-hand side, and then you've got this like jagged OB running along the left-hand side. I've nicknamed this Grandma's toothbrush.
I've nicknamed it my mustache comb.
That's too low from Duane, and unfortunately he skipped over the log into the OB, so very unfortunate there.
This looks pretty good from Austin.
I mean, that is just,
just
absolute
pretty good.
perfection. Beautiful shot from Austin.
Don't smack your head on the way up. Putting that one in, jeez.
Here's Chile opting for the backhand. I think I prefer the forehand for this particular hole. But
Oh, mate, what hole don't you prefer a forehand on?
You're not wrong, but beautiful control from Chile. He's thrown something fairly low speed.
Well,
It's
look,
checked up nicely just inside circle.
We've seen one OB with a forehand and 2 park jobs with a backhand, Tim, so...
All right, let's see what Ollie can do. Little too turned over. There is OB on the right-hand side, but it does seem to be fading out.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And
got a look there.
checked up nice and short, so he'll have an outside circle look for the bird.
Duane going with the forehand, little flexy one, and he's pin high, but he's a little bit left. Right, I should say.
I think that may have trickled OB as well. We'll have to wait and see.
I think it's the fence.
Oh, it's
the
the fence on
line.
the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did catch a glimpse of Duane. He was looked like he was rocking the Nate Sexton power grip on the forehands, so I do like that as well.
Oh,
A lot of chains on the right, and Chile is not one to hide his emotions.
Oh, no.
Oh, goodness.
No,
Oh, no.
Is that
Duane.
OB?
Oh, no.
His approach shot certainly might have been inbounds.
Oh, no!
It was left, but there was a lot of chain.
No,
Chop
that's
it.
Me.
that's a fair dinkum spit out, and all of a sudden,
Oh, goodness me.
Duane's hot round has turned into a nightmare. He's putting in a quadruple bogey to move +2.
He's looking at flights. He's looking at flights. He's going back home.
Austin, though,
Yeah.
no problems with his round so far. 5 under par through 6. Red hot as Chile taps in another par.
Oz Discs, powering Team Heiser Flight. Check them out at ozdiscs.com.au.
Hole 7, 117 metre par 3. All downhill, and you can't really do anything but piff this low, because if you go too long, there's OB just behind the basket. Austin's eyeing for a spike forehand hyzer, which I didn't know was in play, but he's got all the power you could possibly imagine for the forehand. Hanging in that DD3 out wide. Didn't quite get the full skip in, but he'll have an outside circle look for the birdie.
I like the look of this hole, to be honest. I think it's navigating, it's using the lay of the land quite well, and definitely risk reward, and these boys really have to judge the distance of their drives.
Chile just leaving that one a little bit short.
Yeah, he kept it nice and low. Ollie opting for the Austin forehand line as well.
It's looked pretty smooth out of the hand, just a bit shorter than Austin's.
Yeah, I think he's playing this one for par, as we see Duane step up after that quadruple bogey on hole 6. Eyes are flipping something at the tray.
It's got a good height.
Oh, I love
It's
the
gonna get
line.
left.
Oh, just
Oh,
looking
no.
at me.
Oh, what?
He's like, these
goodness.
baskets can't catch my putts, but they can catch my piffs from 117 metres, if you don't mind.
Just casually walks it off.
He's cancelled the flights. He's staying. He's looking at accommodation in Sydney.
What a shot.
What a great hole. Yeah, run it in, mate. You're right.
Wow.
Run it in, son.
It looks a bit sheepish.
Wow.
Goodness me.
As we see the replay, what a hyzer flip, and it was on a line for the basket, right out of his hand.
Oh.
The camera was panning because that was going 40 metres OB if it didn't hit the basket, but thankfully the chains were in the way and they caught it this time.
Jeez. Have we pumped our ace cherry on Gatekeeper? I feel like we have.
Now we have.
Far out. Unreal.
Hopefully that helps him forget about the quadruple bogey he just cut on hole 6, even though I will remind him, Austin, with a
Scooting
decent
off the
bid
tray.
from range.
It's fuming. He's just seen an ace and then the basket does that.
As he taps in his par to stay at 5 down through 7, we move over to see Chili's tap in, and then we've got hole 8. What are we looking at here, Fergie?
Yeah, so moving on to hole 8, it's a par 4, 159 metres. We've got a mandatory, which we have to keep to the right of, and we've then come around into a basket, which is in the trees, nice and protected in there. And, yeah, this one is going to be interesting.
Not much else you can do other than just crank a big hyzer that goes around the Mando here.
You really do not want to go long on this, though, because that is a prison you can see in the background, ladies and gentlemen. And, I don't know how the inmates feel about getting hit with a disc.
Yeah, they're used to getting shivved more so than hit with plastic. So, yeah.
Beautiful shot from Austin. Nice and low. He'll have a beautiful angle to access the basket from that position.
Ooh.
Casterplast Rask here. Very overstable, but he may have needed to give that a little bit more airtime.
I think he hit the Mando.
Wow. He's
banner.
hit the Mando sign, and he's just given it the thumbs up to say, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'll take that.
I was going to say, are we seeing some Chili dance moves right there? 'Cause Chili, you need to work on them, brother. This looks good from Ollie. I reckon he'll have a good look straight at the basket here. Oh, I like the height on this. Does it have the fade? Yes.
It's hooking up. Needs to fight through these Guardian trees. Just caught a couple, so he'll have an outside circle look for the birdie.
Right. Now, Chili's missed the Mando, so from the drop zone... Oh, this looks good.
It does.
Oh, until no, it looks good.
Yeah,
I was going to say I cursed him there, but...
Chili's never had a bad tree kick in his whole life, Paddy. World's luckiest man. That's why he's always smiling, as we see Duane's approach looking fairly nice straight at our cameraman, Ash. On the catch cam there.
Austin looking to just hyzer this one in through that small little avenue.
Ooh, good little reaction
He's
there.
on the dance floor.
Yeah, he's caught some trees, but he'll certainly have a look for the birdie.
Here's a fun putt. Come on.
Oh,
no.
Ooh. I don't think he had too much fun, Paddy. If I'm being honest.
Take two.
There we go.
Count it, Ollie.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was
Par
fun.
save.
Nice par save. Here's Austin to keep the hot round going. 5 down through 7. Can he make it 6? Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
good catch.
That was a good catch.
Pretty left that one, but yeah.
Yeah. I'd be happy with that.
It's going to be hard to catch if he keeps this up, boys. He's at 6 down. Nearest competitors are Chili and Duane at even par.
6 down through 8. That is a hot start.
Certainly is a bit of a birdie bash course, the old Armoury. With Duane using his full length of leg there to get out and around that tree. He'll have to settle for the par.
Austin with the lone birdie. All right, now we're in the trees. Bit of a technical par 4 this. You just really need to get out in the open and then approach this basket on this bit of a peninsula with OB surrounding all around. Definitely one to get up and down, but take your medicine.
Off the cone.
Hitting the witch's hat. There's no need to be super aggressive here. It's only 118 metres. Just get out of the trees. I said get out of the trees, Duane. And he has.
Ooh, he has.
Just
There we
snuck
go.
around that last bit of foliage.
Very nice.
Very risky approach, this one, because there's a downhill slope behind the basket, so you can get that roll-away OB. Chili's hit the last tree on the corner there, got a rightward kick. It's not going to be a good position to play second shot from.
See if he gets a bit lucky, but I don't know if he will.
Austin opting for the backhand. This looks nice and straight, but he catches a tree just at the exit there.
Yeah, he's at the opening. He'll have a look for the second shot, but not really going for the birdie, I don't think.
Oh,
He's
Ollie.
unfortunately yanked that OB.
Yeah, he's not happy with that one.
The dirty round
unfortunately.
continues.
Oh, see, Chili's, this is inbounds, I reckon.
I told you, he never gets a bad tree kick. Oh, I was going to say he needs a tree for this shot, but luckily his disc is checked up inbounds. Should have a really easy up and down for the par. Austin in a primo spot for the forehand approach. He's given that a little bit too
get
much
back.
width.
Oh,
Oi, oi.
Oh, and as you can
goodness
see there,
gracious.
disc dancing with the OB line, luckily curling up.
Duane here opting for the forehand flick as well.
This needs to
This
sit.
Get down or get in.
This needs to sit.
Is this guy just going to ace run everything?
Oh, that's it.
Fantastic.
How did that stick?
And these are good places to putt from. They're putting away from the OB uphill, so fairly safe spot to run their birdie putts.
This looks nice from Ollie.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. Perfect weight to that, because that is a scary upshot.
Absolutely.
That'll see Ollie land at 6 over for the front 9. Hopefully he can clean it up on the back. Chili, nice upshot. Always smiling, Chili. Fantastic guy to play disc golf with.
Just that wind picking up.
Yeah, he caught the wrong angle. Straight headwind up the hill. Not what you want. Unfortunately, a 3-putt to finish the front 9 for Duane. As Austin has no problems whatsoever. Cards another birdie. 7 down through the front 9. Absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
Just like his shorts.
We need some... We need some fire emojis on this. Yeah, that is very, very hot start.
Ollie tapping out the Bogue, as does Duane, with all the colours of the rainbow on his scorecard there.
As we see the front 9 results, Paddy, what have we got here?
All right, Austin, 7 down through 9. Chris behind him with even par. Ollie 6 over, and Duane with a 1 over, but does card an ace.
You'd
That's
give
still
that for
pretty
the
cool.
ace, absolutely. So that wraps up our front 9 coverage. Make sure you join us for Gatekeeper's coverage of the back 9 of round 1 of this New South Wales Open.